And then we have this video. And we have to go to this because there's a lot of people that are trying to debunk this video here, and they're doing a really bad job of attempting to debunk this video. We have this up on the redelephants.com. Video shows poll workers continuing to count ballots after counting was announced finished at State Farm Arena. Video footage from Georgia shows election workers after telling observers and the rest of the workers to leave, stay behind to continue to count ballots in private without observation. Republican poll watchers were told that the ballot counting finished at 10:25 p.m., and at midnight, workers pulled out suitcases filled with ballots and continued to count them. Now, I don't need to show the video. You probably already saw the video. What a lot of these debunkings are coming out and saying is that this was legal counting. This was completely legal. These were legitimate ballots. These were legitimate cases that held these ballots, and that's fine. That's all well and good. And I said this during the live stream the other day. Once again, dlive.tv/Vincent James. Download the app and follow over there and get notified for when we are live. But I said this during the live stream. I said it doesn't matter if these are completely legal, legitimate ballots. It doesn't matter if the rollaway plastic cases they used were legitimate storage devices that they use all the time for elections. It doesn't matter if the counting was legally done. What matters here and what the focus is on is that the entirety of the mainstream media and the election officials announced that the ballot counting completely halted at 10:30, sent the majority of the workers home, and then continued to count these ballots directly after all of these announcements came out. So we have this from Matt Johnson. We saw absentee ballot counting at State Farm Arena wrap up at 10:30 p.m. Workers will be back in the morning. We have this from ABC News. They sent the ballot counters at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta home at 10:30 p.m. Regina Waller, the Fulton County Public Affairs Manager for Elections, tells ABC News. That's at 11:34 p.m. on November 3rd. We have this from Matt Johnson as well. Someone was asking, why did they stop counting the ballots? Many other states are counting through the night. He says, not sure, but earlier tonight, officials said the overwhelming majority of absentee ballots had already been counted. This is where the focus is, because this is what we saw in many different, in only really the swing states. We saw them say that they were going to stop counting in Michigan at the TCF Center. We saw them say that they were going to stop counting in Georgia at the State Farm Arena. We saw that they said that they were going to stop counting in Philadelphia and Milwaukee, but then they continued to count ballots throughout the night. Thousands of them. We're talking about thousands of them. So I don't care if these were legally counted. I don't care, and I really highly doubt that that would be considered legal in the Supreme Court when this does eventually get to the Supreme Court, because it definitely will. I don't care if they were legally stored and this is how they store the ballots and they weren't counted in secret. Whatever. What we're focusing in on is that election officials said they sent them home, they were going to stop counting, and everyone left and the media reported on it. And then they continued to count throughout the night, and then we wake up and Trump's lead is completely gone. Same thing happened in Pennsylvania, a lead of over 800,000 ballots. Same thing happened in Wisconsin. Same thing happened in Michigan. All the betting markets had him at like 80, 90, almost 100% to win these particular states. While Republicans led in mail-in ballots request and return in these swing states, the only exception was Pennsylvania. And then this happened. All when we, in the dead of night, when we woke up, all of a sudden Biden gets a 4-to-1 ratio on average in mail-in ballots after Republicans were leading in mail-in ballots request and return in these swing states. That's what we're focusing in on here. And also, we can look at the analyses that have been done on this. Biden won about 98% of the 23,000 batch in the vote spike that we saw in the state of Georgia, which correlates to this timing that we're talking about here. And this is what we're focusing in on. So your debunking of these videos it just completely falls flat on the face when you consider this fact.